We speak about very often how much of the public perception of our politics, much of the public perception of even this case, the case with Donald Trump, is dictated by what the media is putting out. I want to show you a pushback that I hope many caught, because it was an important pushback by Lanny, Michael Cohen's attorney, against Dana Bash, who had a narrative that she was about to set that was necessarily corrected. Check this out.
Let me correct the record and come back to your questions. He just said that the federal prosecutors passed on the case. In fact, they could not prosecute Donald Trump because he was the sitting president. He knows better than to misstate the facts on that.
Well, let me just to be clear on that. Yes, they passed when Donald Trump was a sitting president, but he hasn't been a sitting president for more than 2 years, and they still decided not to prosecute.
Well, your they is after he got out of the White House was after 1/6 insurrection. Question is whether this Justice Department wanted to spend its energy looking at Donald Trump on this conduct versus 1/6.
Why can't they do it all?
They could have done both, and there's no doubt. But I just am saying he misstated the fact that they passed. They did not pass. In fact, they called him individual one, and they said, these are the words of the federal prosecutors. He's attacking Michael Cohen,
right.
And every Republican is saying that this is a witch hunt. Let's just remember the Southern District of New York prosecutors in writing stated that Donald Trump, individual one, directed Michael Cohen to pay the illegal hush money. They sent him to jail. So the idea that the federal district prosecutors are being attacked by Republicans for politicizing or weaponizing is forgetting that it was Trump administration federal prosecutors.
I don't want to get too far into this, but we do know that they didn't indict. But let's just leave it there.
But they did say he directed the hush money.
You mentioned.
It is important to understand what happened here. Dana Bash wanted to misrepresent that the Justice Department just didn't care about issue with the paying off of a prostitute, etc., with Donald Trump. They wanted to make it believe as if the Justice Department didn't care about it then. Why is DA Braggs caring about it now? And we must realize that the Trump's Justice Department, called in him person one or something like that, already stated that Donald Trump was the one who led Michael Cohen into one of the counts that caused Michael Cohen to go to jail. And as such, again, directing that issue, if the president wasn't president then, it was incumbent on the Justice Department to indict him then. Trump's Justice Department. The question is, why didn't Biden's Justice Department do it? Well, that's up for question, but it's easy to figure out that they didn't want it to look like a political prosecution by the new president against a past president who could possibly run against him in the 2024 election, and not at all possible. So it was important for Lanny to go ahead and make it clear that no, Trump's Justice Department said Trump was pretty much guilty and should have been indicted had he not been president of the United States then.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.